I'm interested in seeing how this battle plays out because we have a Weakness Cup submission for Fan Fridays, and it brings us a Regirock. So it looks like Togekiss was a very common Pokemon for the Weakness Cup. A lot of the Pokemon that we see seem to be expected, but I mean, that Regirock kind of throws the curve, and at the same time, there's also a Jinx. So I wonder what combo that is going to happen, and what makes it so special for the Weakness Cup. Things are about to get a little fancy, you know? I haven't seen Regis being used since, like, 5th gen. Like, honestly, they used to be pretty good back in 4th and 5th gen, and then they just started dropping off as we got new crazy Pokemon stuff. So the Energy Ball onto Regirock, big hit, but not enough to KO it. So that's going to be pretty good for the weakness policy on the Regirock. If you're going to put your weakness policy somewhere, that's a good place to do it, and that's going to give us a new ability. Well, Jinx has something, and that means now I have to go and look it up, because I don't pay attention to Jinx's abilities. I wasn't expecting a skill swap, but it is going to be Curse on the Regirock, so going for even more stats right there. Alright, that's going to be something, and then Regirock is going for the Protect on this turn. And that's going to help it not actually that doesn't even matter. So no Energy Ball, actually Focus Blast onto Jinx though. Jinx will survive it, turn around that Ice Beam onto the Sceptile. Jinx actually puts out a huge amount of damage, and the super effective hit will be enough to KO the Sceptile. So the fun thing about the Weakness Cup is that everything is just hitting each other super effective. And then looking, that's where things can get fun. So Regirock might have the Dry Skin ability right now, which is actually going to make it difficult for the opponent to do much to it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be Dazzling Gleam onto Jinx. Jinx will go down to the hit from the Togekiss. Regirock takes a little bit of damage. Has the Stone Edge, though. Stone Edge will be enough to take down the Togekiss. And now that I have the page up for Jinx, yeah, it's a 115 special attack. So super effective stab will be nice. And there's Regirock's Dry Skin. Opponent wasn't paying attention, didn't realize, like, that's how it works, you know, that's how Dry Skin works, not really a common ability. That's when you skill swap an uncommon ability from an uncommon Pokemon onto another uncommon Pokemon in a format where super effective hits are supposed to be, like, mad promoted. So it's really fun watching these Weakness Cup battles, because it's just, like, just throwing damage everywhere at each other. Also, I think I said that a little loud and might have clipped the mic. But we have Tyranitar coming in with the Earthquake, so that's going to be blocked by the kicked up mat. Greninja having a lot of speed advantages to kind of help out that setup. Regirock also at the +1 gets to do a lot of nasty things to people. And Regirock going to Curse again. So using the mat block for even more stats and just saying, well, Slowbro can't really do much to me, and if Tyranitar hits me, I'm just going to survive the defensive hit anyways, and the Ice Beam will be blocked by the kicked up mat. So how's Regirock going to deal with that? Yeah, Slowbro can throw out a Psychic, can throw out an Ice Beam. It can do more to the Regirock, but Sandstorm is up. So that actually gives Regirock a bit of an advantage, and that's the extra little bit of combo. So Regirock's oh man. You know what this calls back to? This calls back to the original Pokemon video game Showdown World Championship, where we had like the Dry Skin Toxicroak next to the Empoleon, and yes, that was a Worlds team right there. That's how you win Worlds back in the day. But seeing that on the Regirock, you're gaining so much health while removing one of the weaknesses, thus giving you an advantage in the Weakness Cup, only 4 instead of 5. And now people, they're locked out of hits, and then the Sandstream. There's like so many levels of shenanigans going on right here, because when you think about it, if you anticipate Sandstream, well then you bring your own Rock-type Pokemon. You go hard in the defenses, and then you can tank a super effective hit and just ruin the opponent's day like that. Also, by using Curse Superpower is going to give you coverage, but also balance out the drawback of Superpower and still retain a high amount of damage. And that's going to be the Air Slash. Ooh, avoided. As we see the Ice Beam with the Berry. Such Yache Berry, I believe, and then Ice Beam. Togekiss is going to be fine. And then, ooh, Frozen. Okay. And then Regirock gets the Stone Edge. Wow, Slowbro dodging all the attacks this turn. Getting lucky right there, but it's close to death. It's going to eat the +1 from the Regirock, and then things are going to go bad. Or Togekiss thaws out, goes for the Air Slash, 20% chance on that thaw right there, and then that will be enough to take down the Slowbro anyways. So, an interesting battle. I'm going to see what happens in the next one, because some things went right for the Regirock. I wonder if it was situational or if it's also just playing into the meta, because that could also be a huge factor of using a lot of different Pokemon. Well, I was going to see how much, like, Tyranitar we would see in these battle submissions, but that kind of went out the window. I did bring it up on the Pokemon Global link. That what you can do is you can go to the online competitions page, and where they have the rankings of the top players. Hey, there's Sejun. We could also just kind of show how people end up battling as well, and what Pokemon they brought. So yeah, Tyranitar number 2, Greninja number 1, Togekiss number 3. That sounds about right and about what you would expect. Also, kind of looking at the list of the most used Pokemon does make sense, but with Gigalith in the top 30, and then Tyranitar in the top 3, seeing that sand is going to be pretty good, and then it can help out your rock-type Pokemon. Aerodactyl also getting some play as well. It just has speed and coverage, and then you're just looking for Pokemon that are going to hit everything with crazy, super effective hits. So let's go into this battle right now and see what happens. I'm guessing pretty much close to the same, but we'll see how it plays out. Like, okay, there's going to be the Marowak, and then we're also going to have a Crocodile. What does that mean for this little combo that we have set up for ourselves? Like, once that skill swap goes, helps out for any water-type Pokemon the opponent might have, with Greninja being common, that's also pretty big. And the Surf, it just hits everything, so finding super effective hits on ground types and fires and all kinds of crazy stuff. Regirock has a Clear Body. That's just nice little bit of addition to this. Okay, now we're not losing unnecessary stats. Protect from the Crocodile, that's going to play right into the setup, and then Jinx does get the skill swap off. So really it's just going to be about surviving this turn, and with Crocodile going for the Protect, Marowak going for the Shadow Bone, just going to try to remove Jinx as soon as possible. Jinx goes down because there's no Focus Sash in this format, but it doesn't matter at that point because Regirock gets the curse. So now it has defenses as a 200 base defense Pokemon, I believe, going up against physical attackers. And then it has the weakness policy, so one of those earthquakes from the Crocodile means that... Oh, right, I forgot about the weakness policy in that last one, because that's just even more stats onto the Regirock. So Marowak going to protect this time to try to shrug off whatever the Greninja is going to be throwing down. Greninja gets the map block, so... that just makes it even filthier. Like, Jinx going down helps out everything, because now you just get an extra setup. You get that map block out of the way. Crocodile's Earthquake, that means Marowak's protecting it. No one takes any hits, though. And then it's another curse from the Regigigas. So now we're going to be at +2 attack, +2 defense. And then Greninja can just do an outspeedy Surf and blow everything up. Man, how many turns are in this battle? Alright, this is going to be a very, very clean battle, guys. So withdrawing the Crocodile, since there's really no winning that, going in Tapu Bulu to try to get as much advantage over the Greninja as possible. Also, yeah, there's like no Choice Scarf for this format as well. So like the base speed, what you see is what you get. The Dark Pulse from the Greninja going to kind of mix things up, but that's actually going to be the berry from the Marowak. Koba Berry, right? Oh, Colbur. Koba's the poison type. Close. And then Stone Edge. So doubling down the super effective hits onto the Marowak. It's like he got the read or something, or just kind of like, you know what, Crocodile's not even that much of an issue. And now Togekiss comes in. So yeah, I can't even Scarf Kiss for the shenanigans, but he can still be a very annoying Pokemon. So Greninja going to come in with that Ice Beam. Ice Beam is going to target the Togekiss. Very surprising, honestly. I would have expected like Tapu Bulu, do as much as you can to the Tapu Bulu, and then that means you can get the Regirock in there for the Stone Edge, and then that's just going to go and take down Togekiss. Regirock will survive the Wood Hammer from Tapu Bulu, and then that is going to be the weakness policy. So we'll see what that turns into and what the Regirock's going to do. That's going to be Stone Edge, and Tapu Bulu avoids it. I'm about to say, if you're not hitting the Togekiss, that means you're hitting Tapu Bulu for the 1 shot, then Ice Beam on Togekiss to get that 2 shot right there. Alright. And then Grassy Terrain going to heal up Regirock, which helps out the Regirock more than anything. So Togekiss will protect on this turn, going to try to play it safe, but that's just going to leave a lot of open points right here, because Greninja, it can hit that Surf. So Surf be enough damage to take down the Togekiss, chip damage into Tapu Bulu, and then Dry Skin for a quarter of Regirock's health coming back, and then still has all the defenses, and now rocks crazy damage. So there we go, Surf. Good amount of damage on Tapu Bulu for like what it does, and then Wood Hammer onto Regirock. That's going to be a hit right there. That's going to be even more recoil. So Tapu Bulu feeling it with that Surf right there. Avoids another Stone Edge. Worst case scenario for the Regirock. Just super unlucky right now, but still could work out. I didn't really keep track of how much health, but I mean, it was like 70 something with the 45, then surviving in the 30s. Looks like Regirock is going to protect this turn, get a little bit of extra healing off that grassy terrain. Greninja's going to use that Ice Beam. Ice Beam, who's a good target, because you might want to just go for the Bulu. Get it out of here. And that is what happens. So Greninja comes in, gets enough damage down on top Bulu to KO it. Togekiss has Swagger. Goes for some cheese onto the Greninja. Might work out. Greninja hits itself once. That means it pays off pretty well. But as a special attacker, it just gains no benefit. Just only can be hurt by that one. Actually, that could be really bad if Swagger lands. So the way I see it, alright, you go for Surf, hit yourself in Confusion. Regirock is screwed. It's not getting that health that it needs to get. And then Crocodile's going to go for the Protect. Doesn't want to eat the Surf and just get blown up right there just in case. Want to try to fish for a little bit of hacks. Have Togekiss kind of remove it as a Pokemon. There we go. That's going to be Greninja hitting itself in Confusion. Togekiss with a Swagger. Oh boy. Actually going for the Regirock. This could be huge as well because that's Regirock at like a +6. It hitting itself in Confusion from a +6 is not going to feel good. And it's not getting the healing. So, but Regirock does get the superpower, and that will be protected by the Crocodile. I don't know about that Protect, because it was kind of needed. However, if you just Earthquake, Greninja could go down. That's going to really hurt the Regirock as well. And then, since there was no healing off of that Surf, bad things could happen. Now you're just giving Greninja another opportunity to get that Surf healing in, and now that's going to be what makes the Regirock unkillable. That Dry Skin's good, though. That Dry Skin's cheeky, and I like it, and it seemed to have had pretty solid effect for the Weakness Cup. And that's going to be enough damage to take down Togekiss. Big damage on Crocodile, not going to be enough for the KO right there. But we know what the superpower is going to do to the Crocodile. Crocodile comes in with that Earthquake. How much damage does it do? 113 on the Regirock. Split damage stab, but has defense boost. Yeah, that's going to be 69. So hitting for almost 50 would have been enough to KO if he just risked it. Did not want to take that. Regirock is confused, gets that superpower off, so the Confusion nerf, not feeling it right now, and that is going to be the GG. So if you guys enjoy this battle, and that is going to be it. So if you guys enjoy the battle, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.